Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai remains in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, and as of today, Wednesday, February 18, 2026, there is no sign that he is walking out of those doors anytime soon. What started as what his team described as a voluntary appearance has quickly turned into one of the most dramatic political and legal showdowns Nigeria has seen in years, and the plot keeps thickening by the hour. Let us take you back to Monday, February 16, which also happened to be El-Rufai's birthday. The former governor arrived at EFCC headquarters in Jabi, Abuja, accompanied by supporters and lawyers. His camp framed it as a sign of good faith, saying he was honoring an invitation the EFCC issued back in December 2025 while he was abroad receiving medical treatment. His lawyer explained that the invitation was delivered to his residence when he was already outside the country, making immediate compliance impossible. They notified the EFCC accordingly, and El-Rufai showed up the moment he was back. His media aide described the initial interaction as frank and professional, but that calm statement did not quite match what was happening behind the scenes. By Monday night, EFCC sources were already telling journalists that El-Rufai was spending the night in custody. He was not going anywhere. The probe, according to reports, is rooted in a bombshell 2024 report by the Kaduna State House of Assembly, which alleged that approximately 432 billion naira passed through questionable channels during El-Rufai's 8-year administration between 2015 and 2023. The report accused his administration of misappropriating loans, awarding contracts without due process, and burying Kaduna State under a mountain of debt. El-Rufai has denied everything firmly, calling the investigation politically motivated and insisting that every loan borrowed was properly used for infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Now here is the twist that has everyone talking. A permanent secretary who had stepped forward and offered to stand as surety for El-Rufai's bail has now pulled back entirely, citing threats. Think about what that means. Someone in a senior government position was willing to put their name on the line to secure his release, only to be frightened away before they could follow through. His senior advocate of Nigeria, A.U. Mustafa, has been pushing hard for administrative bail, telling the press that his client is not a flight risk and proved it by showing up voluntarily. But the EFCC is not budging. Internal sources say investigators are actively considering obtaining a court remand order to extend his detention beyond the standard 48-hour window, giving them more time to complete their questioning. One source told journalists bluntly, "He has not been released, he is still with us and he will be spending another night in custody." And now subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already, because stories like this are exactly why we are here, breaking down what is really happening so you never have to guess. The financial probe is not even the only fire El-Rufai is fighting. As he sat answering questions inside the EFCC building on Monday, the Department of State Services filed 3 criminal counts against him at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The charges relate to the alleged unlawful interception of the phone communications of National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu. How did that come about? On February 13, El-Rufai appeared live on national television and made a stunning admission. He said he knew Ribadu had ordered his arrest because someone had tapped the NSA's phone. He even acknowledged that tapping phones without a court order was illegal. The DSS took those words and ran straight to court. The charges allege that El-Rufai and associates unlawfully intercepted Ribadu's communications in a way that compromised national security. Reports also indicate that the ICPC had summoned him for questioning today, Wednesday, February 18, meaning he is being pulled in every direction simultaneously, with several former aides also said to be in custody as part of widening investigations. This is one of the most consequential legal confrontations involving a former Nigerian governor in living memory. whether what is happening to El-Rufai is lawful prosecution backed by solid evidence or politically motivated persecution as his supporters insist, that question will ultimately be answered in a courtroom. But right now, today, he remains in EFCC custody with no clear exit in sight, a planned surety who backed off under pressure, a criminal charge pending in court, and investigators who say they are not done with their questions. If this breakdown has been valuable to you, hit that like button right now and subscribe so you never miss an update as this case continues to unfold. For today's related talk, we want to hear directly from you. Do you believe El-Rufai is a victim of political persecution, or do you think the EFCC investigation is a legitimate pursuit of justice for the people of Kaduna State? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation Nigeria needs.